I feel like I just started 12 seconds ago. Tomer redeemed choose drop spot for 10,000 channel points. Oh, that's a juicer right there. Chat, first game, we're landing prison. I mean, you got to follow the channel points. It has to happen. Hopefully, we get a good, solid, prison drop. But let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. We also have to keep an eye out for patch notes, which I can absolutely do. I'm going to put some music on. I was practicing against bots. I felt slow while jumping back with full ADS. It takes some getting used to. Watching Metaphor earlier, and he saw he was broken and down to 2 plates while getting third-partied. He remember the guy he killed had temper, so swapped his perks to fully plate while... That man's brain is on another planet. That man's brain is on another level. That's actually crazy. I don't think he can get this. There he goes. No, Yama, what's going on? What's good, everyone? How we feeling today? Rob, it is good to see ya. How are we doing today? It is a great day for a great day, chat. I kind of want to do some merch that... Oh, Big Steppa with the 100 bits. Big Steppa with the 100 bits. Big Steppa, let's freaking go, baby.
Changing mag.
I had to do it this way. There we go. We'll do it that way. Do it that way. Sorry, I was fixing something. Big Steppa, thanks so much for that 100 bits. Big Steppa. ADS is shorter jump, I find. What do you mean, Battlestorm? When you jump and you aim down sight? What's this guy doing? He's got a Krig. Oh, he is so dead. He is just so dead. Just insta. Let's see if he wins Goosh. Mikalo, how's everything going? Being honest, Joe, I haven't played Warzone in over 2 months. Leslie, why? Chad, there's some interesting changes coming. I'm going to keep an eye out because I want these patch notes. I should get a notification on my phone. Somebody will tweet it out. Wait, did we get it? Wait. Oh, no, we haven't yet. Call of Duty, where are we at? Give us some patch notes. Yeah, we don't have anything yet. Just haven't had time to game. That's fair. Are you going to buy the new John Wick skin? I don't think so. I'll tell you which operator. No, you know which one I want? I want the whatchamacallit skin. The... See, I'm a big like normal... Oh, I say that... I was going to say I was a big milsim guy, but I'm technically rocking this like avatar-ish skin. I don't know. I don't know which one. Wait, is it him? I think it's the Adlo skin. Yeah, I want the Adler skin. That's which one I want. Where are we going, Richie kid? One day I will send you Brazilian coffee, the best coffee in the world. I'm down. I got my P.O. box right here. Is this to work? Or is it exclamation point P.O.? Oh, that does work. I got that right there. I also think... I don't know. There's potential for me to do some coffee, like my own brand of coffee, and I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it yet. There's part of me that wants to, and part of me is like, maybe. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Why are we camping here? Guys, just for the record, loadout drops. I'm going to do a video on this. This is going to be part of that armor plate video. Loadout drops like 15... Wait, what's the timing of it? I forget. I looked it up. Uh-oh. It's like 15 seconds. Is it after first circle closes or before? I think it's after. Low Fry, what's going on? Show me the skin that you want to buy after this game. Potentially. Maybe. We'll see. You should 100% try it. At least it's not a bad idea to try and invest in yourself. That's my thing. I just don't know if enough people would buy it. Uh-oh. I don't know if enough people would actually buy it. Movement video is cool. Do you guys like the transitions in the movement video that we did? Trying to switch it up a little bit. Update is noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Wait, Hallow, I mean, that doesn't take that much time. Hopefully, he's been smart enough to not be doing... Wait, doing what? Hallow, doing what anymore? Is it worth running a suppressor on guns as a newish person or to stay silent and appear on the minimap? Yeah, you can probably make the argument that you should be running suppressor. You just gotta work on that awareness. Those new transitions took like... It took me so long to figure out the right one because there was a timing dynamic to it, and obviously I had to like the way it looked, so we're definitely going to keep doing those. Hallow, that's incredible. Hallow just accidentally copy-pasted a text for his wife into my stream chat. That's funny. Oh, we need a poll for liking the stream. Do you hit the like button in live streams? I do for this one. I hate live streams. We just make them as extreme as possible. That's exactly what the plan is. We're at 160 people in here, and we're at 100 or sorry, we're at like 27 likes. So let's crank it up a notch here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's crank it up a notch here. Ishmael, what's going on? Okay, it's good to see you. What's new? We're gonna see what's new here in a little bit with the patch notes. Do you do one-on-one classes for newbies, and how long do you think it would take to get the newbie good? I do coaching. I do one-on-one coaching. How long? I mean, it ultimately depends on you. I mean, I can give you all... I always say this for people, especially people who are like, Joe, you got me so much better. Joe, my PR's like this because of you. Or Joe, my KD's now this because of you. It's like, I don't do anything. Guys, I don't do any of the work. It's easy to be like, how good could you get me in a month? And I'm like, I don't know. How good can you get yourself in a month? I can give you the tools for success. I can teach you to kind of work. I can show you how to work on your aim. I can show you better positioning. I can teach you how to approach fights and work on your game sense and understand minimap pings. But like, at the end of the day, I can't do it for you, right? Like, I can't control your movement. I can't control your decision making. So, but I can tell you there's countless number of people that I've helped drastically improve. What do you think the new meta will be? I have said this. I would love, and call me crazy, guys, I would love an LMG meta. I would love to see an LMG meta. Like, give me long range, touch of recoil, good bullet velocity. You know, obviously the downsides of the LMGs, it takes forever to reload. But give me a good, solid LMG meta. It's time. It's time. It's been a while. We've had the AMAX. We've had the Growl. We've had, we obviously have the HDR. I feel like it's been... Chad, has it been since, like, Vondel, like, the RAL? Since we've had an we definitely have not had an LMG meta since Black Ops 6 dropped. We've not had an LMG meta in the past, like, 8+ months. Before that, I'm not 100% sure. PU has really good stats. Yeah, but it just doesn't make sense to run over the ARs. Oside, what's going on? Like, I feel like RAL might have been the last... Like, RAL Vondel might have been the last one. Nah, there had to be one more in between there. Do you think the Fennec could come back? Do you think MW2? No, MW2 weapons are done. For the most part. Deuces. They're moving on. Oside, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Is it because of mobility? No, it's just because of the other intangibles, whether it's TTK. I mean, mobility is one thing, right? But mobility, if the gun is good enough, is easy to overcome. Like, great example, Sniper doesn't have great mobility, right? When it comes to the reload speed, the movement speed, and stuff like that. But we still use it because of the potential that it has. So it's like, we just need, like, good... Some of them have good TTK, but they're not nearly good enough recoil-wise. Like, there's just always an intangible that's missing. Great TTK, but they have terrible range. You know, and we're comparing to other guns. Like, if the Growl and an LMG have the same TTK, but the Growl has more range and less recoil, then why would we use the LMG, right? There's no reason to. You asked ChatGPT for coaching? Shoulda just watched my videos. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. You know, it's funny. I just had that conversation with somebody. And talking about how, like, you can't change what happened previously. You can't change. Holger 26 and Tack Evolvier. Swag, that is right. That is accurate. Holger 26 and Evolvier were the last two. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like you can't control what happened yesterday or the past year or the past 2 years or the past 20 years or the past 50 years. All you can worry about is moving forward today. That's kind of my mindset as well, like, guys, with content. Like, I can't control where the game's at. I can't control how many people are, you know, watching YouTube videos trying to get better, you know, but I can put out good content for those people that do want to watch and encourage people to click and help people that want to be helped. But we just keep moving forward. The past is the last. It doesn't define you. Only gives you the foundation to build something better. Totally agree. I totally agree. I keep meaning to ask this, but is there a way for Twitch subs to watch the members-only videos on YouTube? Yes. You have to be in my Discord folder, but I post a link to the video for Twitch subs. Speaking of which, I gotta think about that. That on my list. The Poland yacht. Oh yeah, the Poland yacht was good. You guys are right. Wait, didn't we? When was my last? Oh, it was May 12th. Okay. Maybe we think about one here soon. Chad, I might need to take my sweatshirt off. It's already freaking hot in here. It's already so hot in this office. Zeus! Zeus! Zeus. That's a legendary move right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you can, that is a legendary move. Tier 1, 4 months. Zeus, I appreciate you. Wasn't the RPK and LMG? Yeah, but RPK was like MW2, Warzone 2. What about the practice video? That's in the works. But, Tomer, you already know all the practice stuff. That would be kind of a new video and slightly updated, but a lot of it is still the same. I think there needs to be a Kimbo throwing knife meta. Just wait, if there were Kimbo throwing knives, chat, would you throw them one at a time, or would you throw both at the same time? If there were Kimbo throwing knives, do you throw them both, like, or is it, or is it like? I think it's got to be. I think it's got to be both at the same time. But you could also get like a. Ow! Oh my god! I just whacked my hand. Chad, I can't play Warzone today. I broke my finger. I just whacked the microphone. Oh my gosh! But that would be sick. Like a. Like you hit him with the overhand and the backhand. Dude, that hurts so bad. Chad, I might be on the IR. I might be going to the injured reserve for a little bit. Toby, exclamation point coaching, or you could just click the link in the pinned comment. Yeah, Bing, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bing. I am like not the right person for that. I am a little technologically illiterate when it comes to different systems. Oh, this is a good one. Never back down. This you would appreciate. Should I show my cat? I mean, chat, is that weird? I mean, it's on my ribs. Chat, is that weird? Is that weird for me to show my tattoo? PC or PS5, Xbox has 0 audio on COD. There's some truth to that. But PS5 has more PS5 has PS5 has some PS5 only games. I guess so does Xbox, but okay, I can show you it after this game. Just don't let me forget. Why would it be weird? I don't know, because I'm lifting my shirt halfway up. You have a tattoo? I do. You know what's funny? The funny story about my tattoo is when I went to go get it. Oh, yep, you can't challenge the guy out in the open. When I went to go get it, the first place I went to told me no. They told me they wouldn't do it. Because it was on my ribs and it was my first tattoo, and he was like, nope. He's like, he goes, just for me personally, he's like, and I get it, because I don't know what a tattoo feels like. I had absolutely no idea, and I know the ribs are one of the worst spots. So, and I know it's not the worst spot, but I know the ribs are obviously pretty painful. But it was the only place that I wanted it. And yeah, he was like, I'm sorry. He's like, I won't do it. So I found somebody else that would do it. And it hurt, but we freaking rocked it. It was like, I think it was like 2 hours. 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. Brandon, what's going on? I mean, I respect that. I do. Granny's Hanny. What's going on? Prime sub, 2 months. We got another hype train incoming on Twitch over here. We have another hype train happening. Oh, 1 prime sub away from a hype train over on Twitch, or gifted, or bits, or anything like that. How are you, Joe? I hope you and Kappa Ohana is doing good. We are doing well. We are doing... Oh, I will... I will show you... Never back down. You will absolutely love it. You will absolutely love this tattoo. This tattoo is everything that you could imagine. This fits you perfectly. Yeah, first tattoo on the side is a gamble for the tattoo artist as being able to complete it sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I power through. I'll explain. The story behind it is... Actually, you know what? Here.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Says life is viewed only as it is in the eye of the beholder. Basically, nobody can judge me except me. Nobody can view my life and how my life is and how my life is going except for me. So yeah, the problem was when he lined it from top to bottom and then he shaded from bottom to top. That shading hurt so bad because it was the skin was already so raw. Adam with the level 2. Adam, let's freaking go. Adam, make sure you link your Discord. Make sure you link Discord and your YouTube. That'll automatically give you access to group coaching. We actually have group coaching tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, Prime sub incoming. Hype train incoming. Hype train incoming. All aboard. Tantor, thank you so much for that resub. Primer for 2 months. Let's freaking go. And big step up. Big step up. With the gifted. Oh, we are cruising today, ladies and gentlemen. 6 hours straight, JPZ. There's no shot. There is no shot. Yeah, this was actually from my brother. This is actually something my brother... I don't think...
Changing max.
Or did he... I don't think... Yeah, it was definitely something he said, because you can't find it anywhere. What is a hype train? It's on Twitch. It's a Twitch thing. It's a Twitch thing. I wish they have them for YouTube. They don't, though. Bonjour, Roger. What's going on? It's good to see a Snake X, Atrox, and Wilo. Thank you guys so much for the follows on Twitch. Big step, but thank you so much for all the love already today. Absolutely insane. I've had roughly 45 to 50 hours under the needle. Yo, never back down. If I ever come down to New Orleans, can you tap me? Can we do a little tat? I mean, that's a lot of pressure because it means I actually have to come down to New Orleans, but what group coaching looks like? Yeah, it's twice a month. It's 60 minutes a month. So it's either 2 30-minute sessions or one hour session. Kind of depends on where we're at Warzone wise. And basically it's similar to a video. Sometimes we break down your clips. So like people will submit clips, people in group coaching will submit clips that we break down. Sometimes it'll be my gameplay. Sometimes we'll spectate. But really the biggest thing is you could stop me at any point in time and be like, Joe, I'm struggling with this. Like, Joe, why did you do this in this situation? Joe, what should this guy have done differently? And we basically just kind of break down the gameplay and really kind of go further, even more in depth, helping you kind of understand what that game sense and gameplay strategy dynamic. That's really what group coaching is. I'm getting tatted today, actually, finishing my sleeve I've been working on.
You're in the top 10.
Mrs. Cup and I have talked about, do I get a, uh-oh, you've got no cover. You have smokes, though. That's the thing. Like, why are you rotating without smokes here? Yeah, like, that's so stupid. It's so stupid. Huge news. Color me intrigued.
Gas is inbound.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on patch notes. They still haven't come out yet, though. Wait. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Mrs. Cup and I have talked about, could I pull off? Yeah, it's for level 2 members. Level 2 members get group coaching. Mrs. Cup and I have talked about, could I pull off like a thigh tat? But I don't know what I would want. There's a guy down below him. I don't know what I would want, and I don't know if my legs, not to sound weird, I don't know if my legs are big enough or like the right muscularity to pull it off. Like, I don't want to be weird, but like, I feel like guys with thigh tats, like good, solid, like good looking thigh tats, not to be weird, but like people that rock the thigh tat well are either like really, really skinny legs or they have like thunder thighs and they're just like, their quads are ginormous. So I don't know if I can pull off the thigh tat, nor do I know what I would get.
Only 4 remain. Finish the job.
Dude, I actually might fly down to New Orleans. Yo, never back down. Can we do a little Cup of Joe logo? I'm just not a huge, like, I am very much like, if I'm gonna get a tattoo, like, I really, really want it to mean something. You know, hence why I got this one on my ribs. I like, it meant a lot to me, and I think it's super, super important to me. And I think that I was like dead set on my ribs. Thigh tat my no, pun, I just showed my tat. I already have one. Hey, never back down. Whatever or wherever. Asking for a friend. Uh-oh, he's gonna die on his left side here. Dude, oh, he doesn't have smokes. I'm so bad at forgetting. Yeah, you gotta just get used to him. Atrox, what are you getting tat-wise? I'll show it again. Or just rewind like a few minutes. I went full screen for it, so. Bochi with the primer, 6 months. Bochi. I mean, dude, we're just cranking out. We're just cranking it out today. We're already at 13 out of 30. Watch behind you. This guy should be easy kill. Should be easy here. Should be easy. One guy to his left side. He's shooting at somebody. 2 guys to his left side. There's one. Another one over there. Another one back behind him out in the open. He knows where everybody is. This is so easy. Nope. He's literally right where he shot the first time, and you completely missed it. Okay, so oh, this is a 1v1. You have no gas mask. GG's.
Gas is inbound.
I'm getting a Doberman fighting a snake. That's kind of cool. Resurgence rank play and Resurgence casual both drop mid-season. Mid-season. Oh, he almost had that win. He actually could have just slid across over to cover. He probably would have been fine. Did I see Metaphor Solo's world record? I think I did watch that gameplay back, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, are we not double XP? We gotta crank some double XP, baby. Chat, are we on the... We might be on the prestige grind now. I might be on the prestige grind. We're at a spot now where I think I can easily do it. I have a 4-hour tattoo on my side. That's insane. That is actually insane. Mrs. Couple also thinks I can pull off a sleeve, which that'd be wild. Jervon, thank you so much for that sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Bochi, thanks again for the prime sub. Wilo, Atrox, and Snake, thank you guys so much for the follows. Oh, here we go. I've not shot my gun yet today. Growl action? I think so. I don't know. This is just from yesterday, so I might just run it again. I was shooting crazy yesterday. Anyone can pull off a sleeve? No, dude, I need to go hit the gym before I get anything else. I need to go hit the gym before I do anything. I need to go put some size on a little bit. Aatrox with the primer on Twitch. Holy smokes, we're raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Let's freaking go. Dude, I don't think I can pull off a sleeve. No way. No way. There's no way. There's no way I can pull off a sleeve. There's just no shot. There's no way I could pull off a sleeve. Oh, could I gain 15 to 20 pounds? Probably. Yeah, I probably could. Maybe I can. If it's designed correctly. Yeah, well, who's gonna design it? I think I'm too much in the middle. I'm in like this weird middle spot. Bro's rocked up. Well, that's just dad strength from holding my child all day. That's just dad strength. A little bit of dad size from holding a 20-pound freaking toddler. But I need more. I need to go do like curls every day. I just need to get back in the gym. That's what I need to do. I just need to get back to working out again. I went for a run yesterday, little 2-miler, something easy. But I just need to get back in the gym a little bit. Doesn't matter if your arm is skinny. Look at what MGK had. Yeah, but I'm not like a punk rock guy. MGK tats before. Dude, what happened to that guy? That guy is... What happened to that guy?
Use this time for some target.
Man, that's just... I don't know what happened to that dude.
Coming soon. Chat,
this is funny. I was looking to see in patch notes, and somebody posted and said, cheating in online multiplayer games is an epidemic. And the response was, invasive anti-cheats are the only answer. Privacy is cooked, so basically it would have to be super invasive. It'd have to have like access to everything on your PC and everything. But cheating is the worst it's ever been. And Ebates responded, we had iPhones with thumbprints and now Face ID. If people are worried about privacy, they're lying. I don't care if an anti-cheat scans my body, anything to combat cheating. I mean, he's not wrong. Something needs to be done about this cheating dilemma. Something has to be done. We've got to figure this thing out. It can't keep going down the path that it's going down. What? What the heck happened? Okay, let's, there we go.
Battle Royale.
Oh, we got to drop prison. Let's go drop prison and ruin some people's games. I think sleeves make a lot of people look better. I'm definitely a tap person. See, that's the thing. I don't know if I'm convinced I'm a tap person. This just like really... This one just like was one that I really, really wanted. It was just one that I really, really wanted. I think we just take every cheater's kin and implant a chip in its head. That way it yowls incessantly at night. I'm not opposed to that, Preds. Preds, do you have a cat that we could do that for you? Something does have to happen. Like, there's like no repercussions. Your body's a temple? Wait, Punt, do you have tattoos? Wait, so, Preds, do they send you the kitten? Is that what you're thinking? Why am I landing prison? Who was this? Savage Beast, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. Hello, J Money. Dude, I'm so scared here. Like, what the heck? What is this place? W. How easy is it to get loadout here? 1 or 2? Or more? They don't need to scan my computer, just need to watch my gameplay. I mean, you guys are roasted. Oh, wait. What's over here? I mean, I feel bad for this guy. Dude, holy freaking puzzle flash. Parkour. Parkour. Dude, this game feels so fast. Where'd this guy go? Why do I hear like dogs barking? Ow! How, how, how! There you are. How do I even get up there? No. This guy's panicking. It's just the worst possible timing for you to do that. Buddy. Be better. Come on, dude. Yeah, that's what I thought, you little rat. Who did this to me? Was this Tomer? That's definitely that guy, right? Ow, my eye itches. Solos gives me a stomach ache. I get too anxious. Why do you get anxious? Oh, I finally have an LR762. Dude, how do I get up there? Dude, I'll tell you what. I might pull out the sniper here. I might pull out the HDR and just dome him. Just straight to the dome. Might be the requirement. We might not have any other option. Should give us enough cover.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Sniper. Dude, he left? After all that, you left? Am I going over patch notes? Are patch notes out? Patch notes aren't out yet, right? Nah, patch notes are not out yet. That's just... You above me? Dude. What are you doing? I can't climb up there. can't actually climb up there. When are they out? I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully soon. I mean, it should be like, it could be any minute. Usually they're done by now. What's hills? What's hilarious? I want to raffle on an alt account and never have on my main account. Hey, that can happen. Dude. Can I jump? Can you jump spot this? No way you can jump spot this, right? There's no way. Like, why is there only... Oh my gosh. Chad, this is just no-go territory. Like, you should never, ever, ever... What happened to that guy? What just happened? Did he just die to fall damage? He had to have just died to fall damage. Had to have. Feels more like a horror survival game than Call of Duty. I mean, that can be the case. That could definitely be the case here. Dude, I don't even have a gunfighter build. I don't even have a gunfighter build. Did they fix the audio settings on the PS5? What audio settings? Speed it up. This is why I don't go to prison. Yeah, don't go to prison. Bad idea. That's just a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. If you go to it, the bigger problem with prison is not that people camp, because people camp everywhere. Like, people camp in farmlands, right? They're not going to move from buildings. It's how long it takes to actually be able to challenge somebody. And the fact that there's so many, like, one-way up, you know, spots. That's what really sucks about it. Let's just grab this. When is the update live? Updates tomorrow at noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific time. And then you can kind of adjust for your time zone based on there. But 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern time. Where am I getting shot from?
Bounty targets marked. Kill them all. All bounty targets destroyed.
There was one guy over here. Ding dong. Kieran, what's going on? It's good to see you.
There's an airstrike available. Enemy UAV overhead.
Ding dong. Chad, should we just go up into, should we just get over here and just sit on top of a rooftop? Like, ow, dude, I just whacked I have a concussion. I have a concussion. Dude, I'm the worst. Literally the worst.
There's an airstrike ready for tasking.
Ah! Not your smartest play, was it? Yeah, you paid the price for that one.
Changing mags. Priority target.
Man. Any big news with the update? Oh, yeah. But we gotta wait for patch notes to come out. Where was this guy? What the heck?
Impact grenade out.
Where's this guy? said he was above me. Why? Did he jump down? Can I give you a shout out? Kieran, what do you want? What do you want from me? What do you... I don't understand what you want. Wait, this guy's on the... Is this guy on the back side of the roof? Dude, no way he's like sitting up there. Dude.
Requesting close air support.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound.
Like, what the? Where was this guy? I'm so confused. Dude, I got nothing. I've got nothing. Karen, you gotta chill. Or else you're getting timed out. I don't know. You do what you want. How much kills in first circle, second circle? For what? Verdansk? Somebody flew in over here. I just don't know where he is. I should really probably get
UAV.
self, but whatever.
Closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Oh my gosh. No, New Orleans humidity is different. That's crazy. Any big news? I'm excited about a few things, but we'll read patch notes.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO.
Did that guy get sniped twice by me? Is that the same dude as the first time? That might have been the same dude as the first time. That would have been... That's
Be
unfortunate if it
advised,
was.
Enemy squad is tracking your location.
Oh, so, okay. So punt gets the Mississippi, New Orleans humidity. Florida can be bad too, but...
Tracking a high-value target. Weapons hot.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Where'd this guy go?
You're losing ground. Moving.
Who sniped this guy? Now I'm confused. Chat, there's gonna be just a ginormous building that's like this high there in a little bit. Where is this guy? This guy's all the way over here. We're soaring, flying. Man, dude, I would love to be in Hawaii right now. You 75 UAV, probably at the buy station over back behind me. Dude. Is this the first game that, like, nobody's downtown? I guess nobody's downtown. Superman! I mean, that was the best whatchamacallit toss I've ever had. That was hands down the best smoke toss I've ever had. 20 bomb on Verdansk. How many kills in each circle? The most important circle is the first. You've got to get off to a good start. First circle and then late game. Your mid game, you want to try to keep momentum, but it's not super important.
Incoming fire!
TACOM, we're flying on cue. UAV returning to tank.
Deleted. Loading new mag.
Chad, I'll tell you what. I'm glad we put out the sniper. This is hands down the most satisfying weapon in Warzone. It's just too much fun. It's just too... It literally is too much fun. There's another guy here. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Bounty target's gone dark. We lost the contract.
I think he's restaurant, if I remember from the UAV correctly. But he might be somewhere else.
Attack on.
Nope.
Give me a UAV.
Nobody around me.
Gas is
Nobody
closing in.
around me.
Safe zone.
What's this guy doing? Dude, where are you going? You're hopping on the train? Oh, where? Are you... What are you doing? Buddy pal?
Priority tasking request received. We're
Man,
done.
these two guys are both,
Rally on marked sports.
like, on the train tracks. What are these guys doing? Yeah, Kieran, that's just... Yeah, we're just gonna put you in timeouts for 10 minutes. See ya. Nobody goes there. It's always too crowded. Wait, where? Downtown? I mean, I don't disagree with
West
you.
point requesting UAV.
I've got to find a way to get one of these 2 kills. There's 3 people over
Marking
here.
Target location.
Gas is inbound.
There's one guy above now.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Changing mags. Not this time. Tactical sighting.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Don't. No. Just don't. Cameron, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Big Slayer, thank you so much for the sub. There's that guy back behind here on this corner of the building. I'm going to go kill this guy that's... Actually, I don't think there is anybody up here. I think we're actually okay. Did I drop in prison? Yeah, this is my prison game. Dude, where is this guy? Yo, Carlos. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what do you think you're doing? Hello? Somebody's got to be rotating in here, right? One of those 2 guys from the hill.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
I mean, that's just the best circle pull that I've ever received. That is just hands down the best circle pull.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Changing mags.
You're so lucky. That guy kills me, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, so people at hospital. People in there.
Gas is moving.
Loading new mag.
Where? I don't see this guy anywhere. got to be people across here. Maybe they just haven't crossed yet. There's still a lot of people left. No. No. No!
Changing mags.
See, now I'm overthinking it because I got too confident. Dude,
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
that's gotta hit. That's his head.
Be advised, jailbreak is imminent.
Loading new mag.
Can I have some sniper ammo, please? Can I have some snipe? Thank you.
Marking enemy.
Jailbreak is active. Watch the side. Got gas moving in.
Where is this guy?
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I mean, he died.
Marking enemy.
What the heck?
Marking enemy. Reloading.
Chad, am I selling under pressure here?
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Dude, there's gotta be somebody in that building.
Nine left. Keep the pressure on. Gas is closing in.
Is that cheap or no? Dude, I'll tell you what I should do. Yeah, so now it's in my quick settings. That's so cheap.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Sending
Moving
back
ground.
grenade.
Moving. Squad in the top 5.
No way.
Loading new mag.
Thank you.
Don't let up now. Only 2 left.
Dude, this is the guy that I couldn't kill across. Hey, heads or tails? Let's go. Nice little dub from prison there. Nice little dub from prison there. We're gonna absolutely take it. Come on now.
It's okay not to.
Come on now. LJ, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. Cameron, thanks so much for the sub. Kieran, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. Big Slayer with the sub on YouTube. Savage Beast with the sub on YouTube. Yeah, guys, is changing settings like that? Is that corny? Is that corny? Yes or no? Is that a little corny or no? How was the game? I mean, prison was miserable. Prison was a miserable experience, but we're going to take the dub. We're going to take the dub. Just run hybrid. I don't like hybrid. Hybrid, I've never been able to get a feel for. I've never been able to get a feel for. So yeah, guys, all I do here is I go into quick settings and I just change this to dive only. Because here's the thing. Guys, I know here's the cheat code. Here's where this is unfair. It's not unfair, but like, I mean, we're on the fence here. We're on the fence here. Fair, but like, let me go back. Yes or no? Chat, if I just jump off this building and don't dolphin dive, I cannot make this jump. I cannot make the jump into the window, which means then from there, I fall all the way down and I've got to work my way back up. And in fact, I probably run into the guy in here for better or worse who has a prox mine on the thing. But I go in, I dolphin dive, I get the momentum, right? Quick change. Chad, I don't know. I don't think it's not terrible. But it's also like, it's probably a little bit dicey. There's other windows you could have flown into. I mean, there's some truth to that. Silly, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. Rise, Imagine, thank you so much for that sub on YouTube. Kit Walker, level 2, 9 freaking months. Swapping settings is legit. I mean, if you win the game, who can argue? There is that dynamic where technically speaking, I'm kind of putting myself at a disadvantage there because I am deciding to swap my settings, which means I'm not moving, which means a sniper could technically hit me. So, like, maybe that's the approach to it. I don't know. I don't think it's terrible. But, chat, we're halfway to the member goal today. Halfway already to 30. Absolute W. You guys have been crazy thus far. When is the new update? New update is tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm just waiting for the patch notes. I am just desperately waiting for the patch notes here. They gotta give it to us soon. Oh, wait. T-Dog got his nuke. T-Dog got his nuke. That's awesome. You take less fall damage. You can survive jumping off taller buildings if you dive off. Wait, is that true? Should I test that? Yeah, Atrox. So now I just have it here in my quick settings. Because I actually, if you guys are around here and like you guys watch, or whether you're subscribed on YouTube, follow on Twitch, whatever it may be, like you guys kind of know, you guys see that I use that pretty often, where I kind of do switch. But that's definitely the way to do it. It's just go to, I might snipe again today. Or I might snipe again here.
Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
I think it's fine. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think it's just weird to switch settings, but I think it's fine. I might do a short on that just to rile some people up.
Battle Royale.
Do what you do. A secured move is a secured move. You're not wrong, and it's a setting in the game. It's not like I have it bound to a foot pedal or anything like that.
Suggest you hightail it out of there.
I just rock and roll with changing it. Eric, what's going on? Okay, now we're gonna have to lock in a little bit because we're going train station, and we just won. Submit the clip to Bad Boy Beeman and get his take. He's not doing any Call of Duty content anymore. He's out there abandoning free buildings. I think I don't know this for sure, but I think he might have gotten in some trouble. I think somebody finally might have shut him down. But I don't know. Okay, here we go. I don't know if we can win. We can race to this C9 here. Yeah, Call of Shame is still around, but whatever. I don't know. It'd be nice to see him get shut down too.
Hunt down the enemy.
R98. Dude, this spot just, you get, chat, I swear, I really do love you guys, but if any of you start landing here because I'm landing here and there's the C9 and the self-revive and the heartbeat sensor, like, I'm gonna be not happy. I'm gonna be straight up.
In recon.
Man's name is 18 Pizza Pockets. Dude, pizza rolls sound good right now. What do we have? People, dude, we got like one guy back
Marking
here,
target location.
two guys over here. And I do have heli, thanks to him.
An enemy squad is hunting you. Stay sharp.
This solo duos? No solos. Alyssa, this is hospital. Hospital.
All fly.
Wait, did somebody just grab this bounty contract that was right here?
Rally on marked boards. Incoming fire.
Check, you guys remind me to change my perks after this.
The enemy lost track of you. Good
Changing
work
mag.
down there.
Unfortunate, man, it really sucks when you get hunted by the bounty. Also, I left my heartbeat sensor. That's an L. Leaving heartbeat sensors on buy stations since 1994. You had 30 pizza rolls last night? That sounds really good. Train is really good, but it does get very hot. It's very similar to Super. Give me a UAV. Give me a UAV. Hey. Shoot. GG's. No! That was a really dumb challenge there.
Fight to earn redeployment.
Okay, back to the AR we go. Because Joe with the sniper just is not consistent enough. Joe has great moments and he has really, really bad moments. What build do you need to one-shot with a sniper? The HDR is unlimited one-shot range. It's unlimited. Oh, we didn't end up looking at LMGs. Would you ever do a one-box challenge? I mean, I could attempt it. It's not really my cup of tea because it doesn't really help players get better. But if there was gifted on the lines, I mean, I'll always try something. Sounds good, Tomer. Tomer, it was definitely a fun one, landing at prison. It's such a short time you're immobilized in the settings and it was low risk in that situation. True. I agree, Kit. There's moments where it's super, super valuable. Like the risk of falling down is so bad. I'll give you another good example of where it's helpful. When you're playing on Rebirth and you're top prison and you have to get to Lighthouse, you can dolphin dive across there, but you cannot just pull your chute. Wow, dude, did you see the way I used movement there, chat? Man. Yeah, Wes, that was a bad chow spot. Dumb play by Joe. People are definitely there. Anything around here? No, we can go land in Farmland. That was a pretty dumb challenge by me. Put that on the list of things not to do. Okay, so somebody's been here. Who? Who's been here? Dude, I swore that I heard somebody there. That was so scary. Look at the helicopters already fighting in prison. What psychos? What psychos? Amari, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. Stop giving away the Rebirth Alpha. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take it back. Don't do that. That's cheating. Yeah, no, don't jump across. Don't change your settings. Your settings are permanent. It would be interesting if they locked your settings, though, like in-game. Although, if you mess something up, that would be annoying that you couldn't change it, but... I'm just a chill guy when I play. Always top 2 on quads, solo BR. Wait, top 2 on quads? So, like, Eric, solo quads? Yo, if you're top 2 solo quads, you're not a chill guy. That's kind of... that. Wait, unless you're playing with a squad and you're saying you're top 2 on your squad. If you're just solo quadding, good for you. Let's grab Loadout here. Watching you for a while, went from 0.9 to 2.6. I just want to say thank you, Zoran. Let's freaking go, baby. That's awesome. That's awesome. Give me my loadout. I need a loadout. Oh, you play solos? I like solos. Solos is fun. Solos can be stressful. Solos can be annoying, but... solos can be fun at times. It has its moments. Okay, somebody's got to be over here. There's got to be, like... Hey, I grabbed my heartbeat sensor this time. Look at me.
Loadout drop heading
Yeah,
your
3
way.
loadouts. So there's 2 guys over here somewhere. Chat, should we CAMP it? I think we should... Oh, and somebody threw a loadout back, all the way back there.
Reloading.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. That guy flew on me. I did not have a chance to leave. I was not CAMPing anything. Nothing. I was not doing anything right there. Final boss, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Just join in. What's the good news? We're waiting to hear. Well, we know a lot of Season 4, but we're waiting to see specific patch notes. I'm really hoping they come out here soon.
Back on. Give me a UAV.
Like, I don't know what they're waiting for. Oh, yeah, this guy's out in the open. Does he have a car? Please don't have a car. Oh, my gosh, he's on loadout. Man's name is Sinless Ghost.
Indicating waypoint.
TACOM, we're flying on fumes. UAV up. Thanks.
Where are you guys? Chad, I don't have self. Why is he looking my direction?
Changing mag.
Dude, I just fear that he hits this thing. And my game's over. Dude, where'd this guy go? He's got to be like the crest of the hill or something. Oh. Dude, this guy is Houdini. Okay, I'm done changing settings. I'm done. I saw him move.
Loading new mag.
I saw him move. Jeez. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chung. 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 Chung just said I camped a loadout. I did not. Chat, be ready to seat swap.
I'll come along.
Dude, if I seat swap somebody out of a car, oh my gosh. I'd be Himothy. I'd be so Himothy. Come on, people. Where are you? Where are you? That was quite a sniper battle there. Joe's taking this too far? Huh? What are you talking about?
They're on me. C4 charger.
Clip that. Clip that. 4 out of 10 people are hacking. Where, Ferrari, where did you get that stat from? Where did you get that stat from? Please enlighten me. Please enlighten me where you got that stat from. I need these patch notes like an addict chasing a fix. I really shouldn't say anything because we might have some people who were or maybe are, but I do want the patch notes. I'm with you. Does Reflex still work with mines? I think so, Chung. I think so. Next video is going to be how to camp loadouts. I did not do that. You guys are just accusing me of stuff I didn't do. I never did that. Never happened. Don't tell Punt that, Noyama. Punt thinks quads are pointless. Chung with the gifted. The first ever gifted. I mean, just put that on the list of things you love to see. Chung, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Ferrari, you didn't answer the question. You didn't answer the question. Where is your actual statistic that says 4 out of 10 people are cheating? Show me. I want to see it. Or are you just making up that number? I think you're just making up that number. Show me the actual stat. Or is there not one? That would be my guess. I need a loadout. Oh my gosh, there's somebody up here. Hey, heads or tails? Heads or tails?
Loading new mag.
Heads or tails? How'd you know there was an enemy? I heard him. Heads or tails? Yeah, Ferrari, you're just the bot, dude. Yeah, sorry to tell you. You just suck at video games. 4 out of 10. Okay. Whatever you need to tell yourself to make yourself feel better. I'm sure half your users is probably using them in VR casual to cheat against bots. People who literally are AI. Oh, good shot. Dude, I never even saw the glint there.
Did it myself.
Dude, that's so cheap. That's so corny, man. It really is. They need to fix that. They need to fix that. Also, they need to fix that. I never even saw the glint. I mean, I saw the glint there, but I never saw the glint after he... Dude, where are we going, man? I need to go up to, like, R.
Indicating buy station.
I never saw the glint the second time until he was actually shooting. Also, why did my dude not just man that? 4 out of 10. Okay. Okay. Has no access to player count or anything, but 4 out of 10. If 4 out of 10 players were cheating, guys, that would mean that there would be 60 cheaters per lobby. Yeah, let's do math here. Okay? 150 people divided by 10 is 15 players. That's 1 out of 10. So is 10%. Okay. 60 players per lobby cheating. Okay. Okay. Then they must all be playing in games against each other. Have to be. Dude. Sniping at me.
Thanks for the work.
Changing mag.
Shadowban lobbies, 100%. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess they're all fighting against each other. All your bots or all your cheaters are just like hanging out with each other, just having a little powwow in Shadowban lobbies. Must be. Making up arbitrary numbers, also classic self-promo. Big game bounty averted. I need like a little bit more cash. Where are all these guys? Dude, there's like a bunch down here too. See what Circle does. Because we sell them. Dude, how about you get a life? Whatever. Maybe 3 or 4 lobby every few games if you're unlucky. I agree. I don't run into very many. I don't run into many very often. Maybe people walling, but at the end of the day, people with walls still suck because they can't shoot their gun. That's why they had cheats in the first place. You're not wrong, Steve. I probably just got reported for that. Maybe he should meet up with his buddy Ferrari. How many cheaters have you ran into recently? Not many. Again, people might be walling. People could actually be walling. But they still suck at shooting their gun. Except in ranked. Because those people just suck in general. Well, they're actually good at shooting their gun, but they're too scared to actually fight in ranked. So they get walls. 4 out of every 10 followers of Joe's followers have never died in BR. True. It might be Matt. I agree with that. Actually, that's a good W take right there.
Incoming fire.
Oh my gosh. I was so focused on this dude up here.
Down to 10. Win this thing.
Dude, I don't think I can jump across to this rooftop. That'd be sick. No.
Reloading.
See, the problem is when I duck behind that wall, I lose aim assist. That's the problem there, I think. I do have self. Dude, I should probably get up on one of these cranes. Let's see where circle pulls. Again, ghosted people don't pop up on heartbeat, but I know there's a guy in here from like... Oh, there he is. No way. I had my chance. I missed it.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Oh.
A jailbreak is active.
This guy is so annoying.
Enemy UAV online.
Just keep breaking him.
You've got 4 remaining. Stay sharp.
Can he stay in? No, he can't. Just worried about somebody rotate. Oh, only one guy came back.
Watch the sky blossom. Gas is moving.
Where is he? Oh, no.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
He's still over there.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
Loading new mag.
Where is this guy? Ghosted.
You're losing ground. Moving.
Dude, I don't know where this skin went. I don't know where the front man skin is.
Top 3. Don't let up now.
Gotta be down low. No, he doesn't. He could stay on that wall.
Closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Only way I win this is if I hit this shot.
You've got gas moving in.
They're on me. Smoke deployed.
I'm dead.
Now finish it.
It's just the craziest circle pull, man.
5 were still standing.
I just can't do anything. He's just not fighting. I mean, it's the smart play by him to just wait. It's the smart play for him to just wait there, but I just can't do anything about it. There's absolutely nothing that I can do there. Yeah, he's got an easy win because he just waits. Good play by that guy. Smart play. Viper, level 1, 8 months. Question, what's the C9 build? What's the favorite food? Does pineapple belong on pizza and Pepsi or Coke? What's the C9 build? I'll show you. Good play by that guy to just hold there. Favorite food? Give me Mexican food. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Absolutely not. Pepsi or Coke? Coke. Okay, so the update is soon. That's the update we have. That is the update that we have. Is soon. Give me the patch notes, please. That smoke not fell down. I still don't think I win that even. Here's the thing, guys. I still don't think I win that even with smoke because he's gonna shoot through the smoke and find me. You know, and that is what it is. That is what it is. Real quick, by the way, guys. Well, first of all, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. Make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. Let me show you this clip right here, guys. Let me show you this clip. I saw a move. Gee. Okay, so guys, this here. I'll show you the clip and then we'll break it down. Can you guys hear audio or not that well? Let me turn this up. Can you guys hear audio? Huh? Are you guys good there? If you guys can hear, can you guys hear audio right here? Hold on, let me flip this. Let me flip this to this one. So it's just this. Viper, I appreciate the level 1 8 months. Let's go, baby. Game audio is low. Okay, let me turn it up. Or is this better? Is this better? Okay, this is better. So, first things first. Let me pause music. I just hear him to my left side. Nothing. All I hear is his footsteps on the grass. Now, he makes a really good play. He's actually playing up top, right? So he's not running here, and he's not running along the outside. The rooftop from him here gives him the ability to shoot me on this side and this side, but also gives him the ability to fall down this way and fall down this way, depending on what I do. So he's actually in, like, a great position here. Now, from here, guys, it's all about just lines of sight, okay? It's all about just line of sight is broken, right? He can't shoot me right now. So immediately I'm going to finesse. We grab melee out, okay? So melee out, we're taking advantage of that unlimited tack sprint. Even though I'm still slide canceling, there's no concerns about having a limited tack sprint. Plate number 1, okay? Line of sight is broken. So I'm good here. Now, my whole goal, guys, as I'm kind of finessing in this situation and what you kind of see is based on the little bit of audio that I have, I'm just trying to keep this between me and him. So if I'm on this side here, or sorry, if he's on this side here, then I'm on this side here. If he's on this side here, then I'm on this side here. And you actually kind of see it the second time, right? So I'm paused. I'm almost ready to re-challenge. The number one thing here, guys, is when you're not running quick fix, I'm running tracker. Look at my base health, okay? So technically speaking, I'm at about 150 plus... that 10 might be a little bit low, but I'm 150. I'm at about 160 health right here because of this base health dynamic. So if you're not running quick fix, you have to pay attention to that, or quick fix or survivor, because survivor helps your base health regeneration delay, and quick fix, obviously, as soon as I started plating, I would have started to regen my health. So then from here, same thing. All I'm doing is I hear him around to the left side. And then the last thing here, because we're actually queuing in, I jump over. And why do I jump over here? Because I'm playing the head glitch, right? Let me pull back. Let me pull back. So instead of me trying to challenge low health here, boom, I jump over top. Now I'm in a great position. Fight is pretty much even at this point, although look at my base health is still really, really low here, so I have to be careful. I'm able to go ahead and get that kill. Let's go back in. Let's go back. Jump. Where are we going? Oh, man. Chat, let's go military. Does that all make sense? Is that helpful? It's all... breaking lines of sight, guys, a lot of times, especially when you have like that crate, is just about keeping that crate between me and him.
All targets in the AO.
Keeping the crate between me and him. Slide out. Oh, that was the last bullet. Where's that second enemy? There was one down below, too. Dude, I think military might actually be hot. There was a guy in that building. But now there's a guy definitely in here. Where'd this guy go? Come on, man.
Fight to win redeployment.
Come on, man. That guy just sat there for so long and waited for me. GG's. GG's. Is what it is. It is what it is. Hearing footsteps like you is hard. Are you on PS5 or are you on Xbox? Guys, if you are on PS5, there's new audio software that will literally change your audio.
Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by.
There's audio software that you guys need to be looking into. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's good. Yeah, you have the audio. You should have access to it. Go look it up.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, audio focus, Andy Boy. Isn't that really good? Isn't that actually really good? Jay, that makes sense. Chad, I thought they were going away from snipers. Somebody just landed across, I think. No? Okay, so somebody's been here. But we at least have a C9. There you go. Yeah, use audio focus. That's what you want to use if you're on PS5. If you're on Xbox... Sorry, I got nothing for you. What headphones do I use? Exclamation point headset, Philip. Exclamation point headset. How many of you guys use Turtle Beaches? Anybody in here use them? I know there's a lot of different headsets out there. Any of you guys use Turtle Beaches? Ah. HyperX Cloud 2. Use Razer on Xbox. Steel Series. Dude, there's just so many good headsets out there. There really are. There's so many good headsets. It's actually kind of wild. Yeah, I mean, the only issue with mine, for a lot of you guys, is it doesn't come with a mic. So you would need to have a mic of some sort. And figure out your microphone situation. That would be the issue with mine. I mean, I love mine, but That is definitely the issue with it.
Bringing in recon.
Loadout drop headed your way.
I've got to get self here. Self-revive. I'm only 50 bucks with Mike. Yeah, but as Punt always says, like, if you have a microphone, the part of the problem is that obviously some of the money that goes into making the headset has to be for the microphone, whereas mine is literally just for the headset. Dude, what? What did I just witness? I don't know what I just witnessed. Why I have a mic on it? What do you mean? What do you mean, Tomer? What do you mean? Yeah, no patch notes still. You guys they're killing me. It's supposed to be out. Probably just getting final approvals. Final approvals. Marcel, thank you so much for that sub on YouTube. Dirk, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. You have a mic? Yeah, so like if you have a... Okay, so I'll give you a great example. If you have a $100 headset and a $100 headset with a mic, the company that gives you just the $100 headset literally put all of their resources into making sure that the headset is as good as possible. If you have a headset and a mic, then obviously the resources were split to make sure that they're really good at both.
I'm on my feet. Bring mine side.
Priority tasking request received. We're done.
Marking target, look, mine.
Thank you. I mean, GG's to that guy. That's a great PA. That's a great PA. Nah, dude, guys, I tried IEMs for so long, and I just can't get behind them. AV with the tier 1. Hey, we're going back on a run here. Notes are out, notes are out, notes are out, notes are out. Chat, finish game or patch notes? Finish game or patch notes? Finish game or patch notes? Finish game or patch notes?
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Finish game or patch notes? Which one? Which one? Notes. GG's. Patch notes it is. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Patch notes it is. Av, welcome to the Coffee Crew. 16 out of 30 on the day. Come on now. We're cruising towards member goal. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Welcome in, everybody, guys. Warzone Season 4. We've already been over the blog. Today, we are going over the patch notes here. Let's see. This is strictly Warzone, guys. Multiplayer is a different one. So, Verdansk, the Overlook. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Make this big, 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 big. Let me make this big, 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 big. Make this big, big, big for you guys. Right there. That's where we want to be. Trey with the level 1. Trey, let's freaking go, baby. You absolute legend. Ab and Trey, you guys are legends. Welcome in. I appreciate it, guys. Okay, what do we have here? First things first, the Overlook. Dominate foes with a gigantic new skyscraper point of interest available to operators within the vicinity of downtown. The old tenement blocks Burger Town and SKN Com Tower have been demolished. The biggest thing to understand here, guys, is this thing is ginormous. Like, guys, the comms tower is like half the size of this. Here. Look at this. Look at this building compared to this building. Look at this building right here. Think about how big that building is, and think about how big Overlook is compared to that. Yeah, this comes out, guys, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Okay? 9 a.m. Pacific time. 12 p.m. Eastern time. Will absolutely be live for it. Okay. Interactable cranes. This is very similar to Urzikstan. You can get up there. You can take the zip up there. You can probably jump across. My guess is the inspiration behind Overlook was Urzikstan. The fact that so many people like to land here. So many people like to play here. So many people like to kind of, play these different areas. You obviously have zips. We have horizontal zip lines. There's 4 of these zip lines that are connected to Overlook, allowing you to probably go up and down. Verdansk, high-value loot zones. The 3 high-value loot zone locations have been updated to the following. So Train is going to be taken out. For those of you guys that saw me land Train today, that's going to be taken out. We're going to have Superstore, Quarry, and Overlook. So Superstore is going to be interesting. If you win Superstore, Overlook's definitely going to be a hot drop. These 2 guys are just going to be super, super, super spicy right here. Modes. Clash mode. Clash mode returns to Call of Duty Warzone, bringing back the chaotic 52 vs 52 team deathmatch experience first introduced in 2021. Set around a specific POI in Verdansk, 2 teams compete to reach 500 points within 15 minutes. I want to see how good this is for improving. So it's an LTM, which is obviously going to make it a little bit tougher. It's going to make me nervous to put it in the video on how to improve. I might mention it. With no circle collapse and instant access to loadouts. So this is going to be very similar to Plunder, right? Instant access to loadouts even if you die. Players earn points by eliminating enemies, completing contracts, and capturing domination points or special crates. This is a really fun game mode that they've had before. Definitely going to help you guys improve. Returning, we've got World Series Warzone, limited time mode. You guys can jump into that. Playlist. What do we have? Oh my. And so it begins, chat. And so it begins. What do you guys think? So we have Battle Royale, duos, and quads. So this is for 2 weeks. This is from the tomorrow until Thursday, June 12th. So we have Battle Royale. We've got Resurgence solo through quads. Remember, guys, casual is mid-season. Casual is going to be mid-season at some point. Okay. We got Plunder. Got Trios ranked. So Trios ranked replaces Trios here. We've got Clash. And then we've got Solos replacing BR. Here's my problem. Like, I think a lot of you guys are going to like this. I think a lot of you guys are going to like this. I think a lot of you guys, like, quads is fun. You can also go into solos and play some BR solos. Like, I think this will be an actual good way to improve for some of you guys to, like, understand how to find people and kind of get used to playing by yourself versus always relying on a squad. I don't know, guys. I think this is just... I think this is getting killed. I think this is just going to get killed. I think this is going to get absolutely destroyed. People playing quads are just going to play quads, and not everybody wants to be forced to play duos. Since launching BR Casual, a blend of players and clearly identifiable bots, we've seen it become a considerably popular option with positive reception overall. Totally agree with that. I think it's a good thing for Warzone, especially when it comes to player retention. I think a lot of you guys are having more fun. Like, I know a lot of you guys are playing BR Casual. I get it. I think a lot of you guys are having more fun on it, and I totally understand. Given its popularity, combined with our ongoing effort to keep playlist options focused and manageable, we're going to experimentally replace core Battle Royale solos with BR Casual solos. I was on a call with the devs earlier before this, so I kind of knew some of this stuff already. They said it really is experimental. Now, we saw what happened with experimental quads, which quickly became great. Everybody's gonna be playing solos and quads. Like, this is just, there's not even solos. So, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to play? I don't know what I'm supposed to play. I'll tell you what I'm supposed to play, baby. Woo! Let's go back to Rebirth Island. Since launching, yeah. We'll be closely monitoring player feedback and daily active user performance over the coming weeks to help guide next steps. Season 4 kicks off a brand new season of ranked play featuring fresh rewards, so obviously see that. Weapon restrictions, no tracker, no body shield. Yeah, ranked is back. Obviously, there's a bunch of rewards here. I don't think we have too much of a ranked audience. Burger and I just play at different times, Driveway. Gulag players will now start with a single armor plate equipped in the Gulag. I'm okay with that. A little bit more skill gap in the Gulag. Not as insta-death. I think I'm okay with that. It's going to definitely lead to more aggression. Obviously, guys, as we know in Gulag, if you guys weren't aware of this, you'll know this. Your base health can regen, but obviously you'll still be minus 50 from the plate. So, a little bit, you know, obviously of a longer TTK there. Loot and economy adjustments for Dansk. Updated ground loot weapons. Good. Reduce the drop rate of LMGs and BR. I think that's one of the biggest problems at times with, you know, with BR is like, it's like LMGs and snipers just everywhere. So slightly increase the drop rate of SMGs and Battle Royale ground loot. Updated underbarrel and stock attachments on legendary assault rifles. Good. Adjusted the possible optics available on ARs found in ground loot. Good. Resurgence plunder. The lootable perks available in Resurgence and Plunder have been updated. Irradiated, Shrouded, Low Profile, Reactive Armor, Loot Master, and Ghost. I mean, this one will be really interesting because this affects minimap pings. So, like, if a lot of people are running around with Ghost, that's going to be super, super interesting. But I'm okay with it. You know, biggest thing I notice here, guys, is we're going to have more set perks. I don't have to explain in every video why I run Quick Fix every single game in my loadout, regardless of Quick Fix being on the ground. So, like, now we just run Scavenger, Quick Fix, Tempered, Let It Be. If you pick these up, great. Obviously, Shrouded helps if we go down. Irradiated helps endgame with gas. Low Profile, I think, is quieter crouch and walk, and that we don't really need to worry about that. Reactive Armor is actually a good, pretty interesting one. Buy Stations, Battle Royale. Buy Station locations have been shuffled to inspire fresh combat encounters and new rotation strategies. It's been increased +2. I like this. Like it, you know, it's definitely something different here. We're going to have to get used to kind of the new buy stations. I'm totally okay with that. I think it is going to keep the game a little bit fresh in terms of like, oh, the same buy stations. We see it, if you notice, in Massive Resurgence and in Plunder, the buy stations are actually different than normal BR. So I'm actually okay with this. You know, keep it a little bit different, keep it a little bit fresh, kind of inspire, as they said, kind of new combat situations. Clash. A new contract where a squad is tasked with planting a bomb at an enemy side buy station. This is actually really cool, guys. I think this is a cool new little contract that they added, inspired by Search and Destroy. So you're going to pick this up. A 3-minute timer begins and a buy station is marked on the opposing side of the map. So I don't know how far this is, but let's assume it's going to be like a supply run, like 400 meters away. You're going to have to rotate to it. Any squad member can plant the bomb by interacting at the marked location. So it's going to be a little bit tough to actually plant here. Once planted, the bomb site is revealed and nearby enemy players are alerted. Very similar, again, to Search and Destroy, where like, hey, now you've got to protect it for 30 seconds. It's not a super long time. And it disables the buy station for 1 minute. So it's not like it blows up and then you can immediately buy a UAV to see what's going on around you. I think this is a really cool contract. You know, my, of course, biggest questions are going to be, you know, how much cash, right? If this is going to give us not a lot of cash, there's really no point in doing it because right now we obviously have Bounty, we have Scavenger, we have Supply Run, right? We technically, if you want to play for wins, you have Recon. And then, of course, if we need to, we can run. You would never run this. You would never run this in replace of a Most Wanted, right? Like, you would never run this by yourself here. So, where does it fall in line here? You know, that's obviously going to be the biggest question. We have no idea. But how much cash? Is it actually worth it? Or is it just one of those where, oh, it's only in Clash? Well, I'm guessing this will probably come out into Warzone. Oh, that's another thing they told us. A lot of... Here's why I say this. Punt, you're right. This is only in Clash. The reason that I highlight what they told us is because they're using limited time modes to test things like these. Why did that just change? They're using limited time modes to kind of test new contracts and test different dynamics to see kind of how they play out, at which point they can determine if it should go into normal Battle Royale or not. They've really tried to get back to a traditional Battle Royale experience, which I think we have right now. And they don't want to mess with it too much unless they really feel like it adds to that dynamic. So, This is a test to see if it should go into Battle Royale or not. Supply run. Adjusted the fire sale reward from the supply run contract so it is only consumed during a fire sale public event if a free item is purchased. Adjusted the fire sale reward from the supply run contract so it's only consumed during a fire sale public event if a free item is purchased. So I think if a free item is purchased during a fire sale, then you still have your supply run. I think that's what that means. Flash angles increased by 20%, meaning that you need to turn further away from the device to mitigate. Stun maximum duration increased from 1.61 to 2.3. Holy smokes. Obviously, we still have aim assist through stuns. Stun minimum duration decreased from 1.47 to 1.15. So the minimum is quicker. The maximum is longer. So you're going to have those probably still aren't going to be worth it, to be honest with you. Why not just give the players a full playlist instead of shoehorning us into modes we don't want to play? I wish I had an answer for you. Once again, very similar, guys. Although, Punt, you haven't been playing anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, I know you're playing Ghost. I know you're busy, but I don't disagree with you there. But I think the problem is what they're seeing is that so many people... Here's why. Hold on. Okay. Let me address this real quick. In my video the other day, which some of you guys may or may not have seen, I told you that there was this vicious cycle where in the beginning, there was BR casual. Okay? No, in the beginning, there was BR. Okay? And then we started to rotate to where a lot of players started having fun in BR casual. Okay? And they're just playing BR casual. So then we go down here where a player goes, hey, let me try out normal BR again. Let's try out normal BR. And then what happens is, because a lot of players are playing, because a lot of players are here, okay, then this becomes even sweatier because most players are playing BR casual, especially the average or slightly above average players. So then everybody that's an average or, you know, below average or slightly above average player gets put in the slam-a-jamma, right? So they get slammed, at which point they go to here and they are back to BR casual. Wrong color. BR casual. And then the cycle just continues like this. We just completely we just stop right here. This doesn't happen. So they started playing BR. They went to BR casual. Then they were like, okay, whatever, BR. We go back in. We get slammed. Why? Because of SPMM. Because lobbies are even sweatier now because the large majority of the player base is playing BR casual. And because they're playing BR casual, always fighting bots and not actually fighting real people. So they get slammed. They go back into BR casual and it keeps rotating. So now what's going to happen is they're going to add this in. And now all of a sudden, what they're going to realize, and I'm telling you this right now because I promise you, hold on. Ah! Nope. Where's my display capture? Okay. So there's the casual, or there's that. That's what's happening right now. And then here's what's going to happen, guys. Solos is going to be really popular. Quads is going to be very popular. Solos popular. Quads popular. Quads is going to be more popular here. The player base in solos is going to skyrocket. Players are going to have a lot more fun playing solos, and it's going to skyrocket because you know 100% that with this, that they are tracking retention and that they are going to see that players literally are having a lot more fun with BR casual. That's what's going to happen. And then the question is, this is going to kill this, and this is not even going to be a thing anymore. And all we're going to have is BR casual, we're going to have ranked play, and then we're going to have resurgence. That's the graphic of what's going to happen. Adonis said, that's exactly how I feel with resurgence. I play a game or two, then right back to casual. Yeah. Now, I don't understand why they take solos out here. I don't know why they take solos out there. It doesn't fully make sense to me. It kind of seems a little weird, but because they had quads. But anyway, that's what's going to happen. Mark my words. You can mark my words, chat. Just keep watching, and we'll circle back in a few months, and I'll be like, I told you guys. Door barricade. Once again, we're going to see this in Clash first. This is something that they're going to test out and see if they want in Battle Royale. Allow players to secure single or double doors with a visible lock, preventing enemy access for a short period of time. can only be removed by the squad who placed it or destroyed using explosives, gunfire, or melee equipment. Okay, so it's going to take some damage to actually destroy it. You can't lock, they said this, you can't just like, you can't lock your teammate in a room by putting this on because they can remove it as well. And obviously this is locked from the inside. Is it inside? Yeah, it's inside. Ideal for delaying enemy pushes and controlling entry points during close quarters. C-A-M-P-I-N-G. Yay. Woohoo! Automatically self-destruct after 2.5 minutes. Hand cannon. This high-powered pistol kill streak, originally available in multiplayer during Season 1, provides limited but devastating potential. Only available in the new Clash Limited Time mode. Again, kill streak, playing around with it, testing it. You can see very clearly, guys, that they are just using Clash to test things. They're using their LTMs to test stuff to potentially put into Warzone. Perks. Veteran. Significantly increase resistance to flash and stun. So a lot of changes to like flash and stun. They nerfed stuns. They buffed stuns. A lot of changes there. Fall damage reduction increased to 35%. I'm guessing this is more for Verdansk. Like Rebirth, you have pretty consistent, like you can survive off of 99% of buildings. I think Verdansk, there's probably a lot of fringe ones, which is why they changed this. Bandolier removal. The Bandolier wildcard has been removed from all modes. Okay. That didn't work out. LC-10 is back. Fully automatic submachine gun. Excellent accuracy and range with a moderate rate of fire. LC-10 is back. LC-10 is going to be meta, as always. Ghostman, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Trey, thanks again for that level 1 membership a while back on YouTube. FFAR is back. Hopefully, they freaking crank this strafe speed like OG Verdansk. Hopefully, we can have some fun with the FFAR. Man, that gun was so much fun. And the SX7, we knew. New attachments, the G grip foregrip, vertical foregrip with integrated laser for improved hip-fire stability, horizontal recoil control, and tightened spread when transitioning between hip-fire and aim-down sight. I don't think this is going to do anything, hurt me personally, unless it's just a crazy amount, but you've already got a really good vertical foregrip. My guess is the vertical foregrip is going to do more horizontal recoil control. Then you're going to have the G grip with horizontal recoil control and a little bit of improved firing stability. Actually, so maybe this does on some guns replace vertical. Maybe it does. Obviously, Ranger, we also get that movement speed. So, convert the Strider 22 into a 3-round burst. Be interesting to see how that plays out. I think this will be an interesting one right here. Convert the SVD from semi-auto to full auto functionality, ramping up the speed of your damage output and drastically improving recoil and handling. So that'll be a really interesting one. Again, it all is going to depend on the damage profiles and range and all those intangibles, right? And then the TR2 marksman's rifle to fire handgun caliber rounds, resulting in a marksman's rifle with a compact frame and fully automatic capabilities. That's really interesting. Okay, let's get into nerfs and buffs. What do we got here? Let's make our early prediction on the meta. Pay attention, guys, if you are in stream. Let's see if we can follow along here. Also, if you haven't already on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. We're at 199 on the day over on YouTube. What are we at follower count-wise on Twitch? 11, and the 5s are wild. 11,555. That's W. Okay, 8K. CHF Bear, vertical recoil penalty reduced. So that's a nice little buff there. Marksman's foregrip, gun kick reduction while focused increase. So maybe, I just don't know if the damage output will be there. The aims, bullet velocity improved, which is a good thing. Obviously, bullet velocity, if you are, follow along and are subscribed, we talk about this all the time. Bullet velocity is one of the most important things when it comes to hit reg in Warzone. If you crank that bullet velocity up, the gun just feels better. Just feels better. Yeah, ranked Rebirth and Resurgence casual guys are coming mid-season. Aim down sight speed improved. Sprint to fire speed improved. Aim down sight move speed improved. All good stuff. Obviously, the downside, no damage changes that we've seen thus far. So at the end of the day, TTK is going to be like a super important thing. They have not changed the TTK on this. So we'll see. Yeah, so Wow. Okay. This is going to be interesting. AMAX bullet velocity improved, slightly increased view kick strength and deviation. So that's going to be a nerf to the like visual recoil on it. The AS Val got a bullet velocity improvement, view kick reduction on the marksman's foregrip. The AMAX is receiving a slight recoil adjustment such that players may want to take additional recoil reducing attachments. However, its velocity is improving to make it more consistent at ranged engagements. We'll see. We'll have to see how much this hurts. We'll have to see what that recoil actually looks like. Bullet velocity on the Cypher improved. Once again, doesn't change a whole lot because the TTK. Goblin. So it looks like marksman's, heavy stock, and combat stock are kind of the things that are getting changed throughout these. But bullet velocity improved, so that's a good thing. But again, we're just not seeing any... Like, guys, this... You got to understand, this right here, the number 1 AR... and the number 2 AR, the AMAX, right, did not have any changes to the damage values. So the TTK of the Krig is still the exact same. So like, it's the exact same. So we're just gonna keep using it, especially because now it has better bullet velocity. Like what? Model L, nothing's changed. Okay, C9 buffed. C9 buffed. C9 buffed. They just gave the C9 more range. Jackal range buffed. Lower torso multiplier increased from 0.7 to 0.75. Buffed. But hey, bright idea. How about you not hit leg shots? At which point this doesn't matter. You hit high damage areas instead. So it literally, if you're hitting chest shots and headshots, this doesn't matter right here. Aim down sight speed improved. Once again, we see the marksman's foregrip. Compact given a little bit more range. This compact could be interesting here. It's not the easiest gun to use. I do think that like a 5 attachment build is probably too difficult. 8 attachment gunfighter absolutely could be meta, especially with this extra range right here. Sprint to fire improved. Aim down sight improved. Again, lower torso multiplier increased. Doesn't change anything if you're hitting high damage areas. KSV range increase. That's a really good W change. Ladra damage 2 range increase. This literally doesn't change anything, guys. We always focus on this right here. This can, of course, help you if situations get dicey right here. But we really, really, really want to be focusing in this area right here because this is where we're going to get the maximum fastest TTK and where we're going to fight most often with an SMG. 99 times out of 100, guys, you're never going to be fighting with the Ladra over 21 meters unless you make a mistake. So we really don't have to worry about that buff. PP919, heavy stock, flinch reduction, combat stock, flinch reduction. PPSH, just increase the range a little bit. So again, good adjustment there. PPSH actually is kind of an interesting option, but they really are trying to make it easier for newer players. You're right. Yeah. Sprint, they're just doubling down on it, guys. They're doubling down on what's been working, which is let's make this as new player friendly and as return player friendly as possible. Saw given a nice little range buff. So again, very similar to the compact, has a really good TTK. When we talk about the intangibles of TTK, range, bullet velocity, and recoil, it's definitely a little bit of in the mid-range on easy to use. It's pretty easy to hit shots, but the range was always the big thing holding it back. This should slide to like maybe 15 meters here, which now we start to have a pretty serious conversation about the SOG, for sure. Tonto, fortunately, no damage changes at all. Shotguns. This, I think, is going to be the big one here, guys. They mentioned that they are trying to really kind of figure out some LMGs. You know, so we see this is obviously not good because this affects your TTK, but obviously a lot more range. Like, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. What they told us on the call is they want to try to get back to a, like, very traditional, like, you know, very traditional, like, SMG. Then you have your ARs. Then, like, if you want to fight at, like, 70 to 100 meters, you have your LMGs. And obviously, then you also have your snipers. Like, this right here, when we really break down ranges, this is where, right here is where the water gets murky, right? Because a lot of times your ARs are really functioning more in that LMG department where you have, like, just an unlimited amount of range. And, like, you can fry somebody with a Krig from, like, 70 meters. So they're really trying to kind of separate this gap a little bit more and say, hey, ARs cut off here. But we haven't really seen that. I think we're seeing more so buffs with the LMGs because they didn't nerf the damage ranges on the ARs. But they're nerfing the damage profiles. That's what doesn't make sense to me. They're nerfing this and buffing this. So, like, they don't... the LMGs don't have... Yeah, view kick is probably visual recoil. Yeah. But it's only on a specific foregrip. Right? That's the thing. It's only on a specific foregrip. You know, it's not like it's across the board. Although reduced view kick strength and deviation. So maybe there's absolutely that dynamic here with LMGs. But, like, these TTKs aren't good to begin with. So now they're just even worse. PU, XMG, like, AK. This is the big one right here. Like, they just got nothing. We've got... I mean, we just... Chat, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the Krieg and it's going to be the C9. You know, I think we do see... I'll say this right now. I think we do see some SMGs slide in here. You know, I think we could absolutely see, you know, the SOG slide in and be used more. I think the Ladra doesn't change. KSV is definitely a really good, friendly, all-around new player, you know, option. I know a lot of you guys love the KSV, so I think that could absolutely be it. But I mean, it's going to be C9 for sure, especially at the top. Death Recap widget system has been expanded to provide clear insights into the circumstances surrounding your elimination. So Precision Airstrike indicates if your position was revealed on the minimap by using PA Killstreak. That's kind of cool. So for those of you guys who don't know, somebody calls in a Precision Airstrike, they pop up on the minimap. So now you'll see if that's what gave away your location in terms of why that person knew you were there. Same thing with Cluster Strike. Same thing with Bunker Buster. Indicates if your position was revealed on the minimap due to coughing and gas. That's definitely a cool one. I really like this, guys. Do I think that the people who think everybody is cheating actually look at this? No, but I think it gives you more insight, especially for those of you guys looking to improve. I don't do it, but I'm going to start getting in the habit too, and I would encourage you to get in the habit as well. Like, let's use this to understand why we're dying and, like, little things that we can do. It indicates if you were pinged by an opponent using the tracker perk, alertness, like, let's use this to our advantage to start to better understand where we're dying. Challenges requiring perk to activation will now also track progress when players acquire the specialist perk. UAV kill streak, the daily challenge, activate 2 UAV kill streaks will now also track advanced UAV activations. Updated camo challenges, new armory. Fixed an issue where the most wanted target displayed in the mission UI could show a previous bounty target. Jack Backsaw. Fixed an issue in Warzone where kill streaks could become unusable for the remainder of the match due to an airspace too crowded. I definitely had that one. This right here lost me a game not too long ago out in Farmland on stream. Lost me a solos game, and then I couldn't use it to force somebody to rotate, and then I died. What else? Is that it? I think that's it. Interesting. Okay. Got an interesting update here. Chat, what are we thinking? 1 to 10. Ten being incredible, 1 being terrible. Can I give you guys a hot take? That just crossed my mind. Maybe this is me being naive. And me always being a positive person. But not that they're scared to make changes. But like, what if they're just, what if we're good where we're at? I agree with the meta, Stelios. I would agree with that. But I think one complaint, I could be wrong, but I feel like one issue is weapon leveling, and they're trying to probably be cognizant of that. You know, what if nothing needs to be changed? Like, again, I don't love the removing solos. Because, like, if I want to play sweaty solos, I know it'll remove people and put... I would rather play sweaty solos at times than yeah, I'm with you on the playlist. I don't think that's a good change. But guys, outside, the playlist is no bueno. Jenkins, were you only playing BR solos? I mean, metaphor, everybody's going to have their opinion. But what changed with the playlist? Mainly. Okay. Jenkins, you have a right to be frustrated. Chat, okay. Can you answer honestly for 1 second here? Answer honestly. Like full honesty for 1 second. Put a 1 in the chat if you actually main and primarily play solos. BR solos. Put a 1 in the chat if you primarily play BR solos. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't play any solos. Yeah, but Punt, that's always been... They've always done that. They do that in every time ranked is out. They always do that. They always remove trios. That's always been the same. Resurgence was that way. BR, Urzikstan was that. They've always done that. I mean, I don't disagree with you. But they want people to play ranked. Like, ranked rebirth mid-season stainage. Yeah, I just don't know if... Like, I don't fully understand them removing it. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, I could play quads or I could play casual quads. Now, why we can't have both, I don't know. I think... Can I give you guys a hot take? I'm just trying to I'm just trying to put myself in their shoes and think, right? Like, what's the reasoning? What's the reasoning behind it? And by the way, there were people on the call today, the creator call, as soon as they said this, who said this is an L. Like, this is not a good change. What if this is a test? What if they're testing to see what do players do? Because again, they can, dude, guys, when I tell you they have the stats on everything, they have the stats on literally everything. They could probably tell you the average KD of people in quads, the average KD of people in casual quads, what every single KD level from 1 to 1.5, 1.5 to 2, 2 to 2.5, 2.5 to 3, 3 to 3.5, all the way up, what game mode they're playing. What if they're testing to see, okay, what happens if we remove a game mode, right? So not necessarily me, right? So, okay, let's take artillery. All of you guys who are number 1, all of you guys who put 1 in the chat for I play solos mainly, you are their test subjects, right? So what they're looking at, potentially, again, I'm just trying to think out loud as to like what makes the most sense. What do you guys do if they only give you BR casual? Do you go play duos? Do you go play ranked? Or do you go play BR solos? I don't know. I know that, like, myself, I'm frustrated because I like solos. I know there's other content creators who are playing solos, but they clearly say here, guys, they clearly say it. They clearly say it. So, like, I understand the frustration, but I think this is a test. Because keep in mind, for the last few weeks, right, the only data that they have is that BR Casual was popular, right? That's what they have. Because Quads was available and BR Casual Quads was available. So what happens when they remove solos here, right? So what happens when they remove this and they only give us this? You know, do I go play duos? Do I go play ranked? Do I go play resurgence? Do I go play quads? Do I play solo duos? Do I play duo fills? Do I go play BR casual solos? Do I go play BR casual quads? Right? Guys, they 100% have the data behind KDs, retention, what game mode I've been playing the most over the past month. I mean, guys, I don't know if you guys get these, but I get an email from Call of Duty. Literally, I get an email from Call of Duty, and I don't even know how I signed up for this or what happened, but like, I get an email from Call of Duty that looks like this. I don't know if any of you guys get this, but it's like my weekly combat report, and it tells me like Warzone Battle Royale. I played 25 hours. I played 122 games. My average score per minute was 322. I averaged 8 kills a game. My highest kill streak was 34. My teammates survived with 7. I had a 4.15 KD. I had 8 wins. I had 13 top 25s. Like, so they're looking at this going, okay, like, what am I doing next? What am I doing? And then they're going to look at you and say, what are you doing? And then they're going to look at Mooncake and say, what is she doing? Then they're going to look at that Pun. Well, Pun's not playing. Then they're going to look at everybody and they're going to say, okay, what are they doing instead? Full playlist would be a better test. I don't disagree with you, but Moon, they've already, in my opinion, they've checked that box of what happens. Think of this as two sides, okay? One side is what happens if we have BR quads and BR casual quads, right? And now they have the data and they have everything. Now they have the data, they have everything that they need to see, right? Okay, so when we have BR casual quads and we have BR quads, here's what most players do. I'll give you an example. They have on record for me, probably 100%, that I played, I'm pretty sure, 0 games of BR quads. But I did play BR casual quads. So they kind of check the box of, hey, what happens if we have this and this? Now, I think what they want to find out real quick, again, this is 2 weeks. It's not forever. But what happens if we have one and not the other? So again, going back, I don't have solos. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? Are you playing duos? Are you playing BR casual solos? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think a lot of you guys are going to end up playing BR casual solos. I'm going to call a spade here. I'm going to call it and say, I think a lot of you guys who main solos are going to say, okay, let me just try this out. Let me just queue up one time. And you're going to go in and you're going to get a bunch of kills and you're not going to be as stressed and you're going to pick up a win or you're going to make it to end game and you're going to be like, yeah, this was kind of fun. I think I'm going to hit this button again. And you're going to go right back in. And you're not even going to think about the fact that you don't have to play BR solos. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, baby. Ooh. Ooh. Yo, Janko. Oh, wait. It's not Janko with the tier 1 sub. Not Janko. I appreciate that tier 1 for 3 months. You absolute freaking legend, baby. Hunt, I agree with you. And that is where I think that we are headed towards a casual game mode. That it's somehow gonna... I don't know what the answer is, Punt, because I agree with you. And by the way, just for those of you guys who are... I brought up Punt's exact point to the devs. So I after they go through a full presentation of what basically the patch notes, they go through a big presentation. Then we ask questions. And I asked them, I said, you know, are there concerns about normal traditional battle royale and resurgence? Because what I'm seeing is that a lot of players are going to be our casual. They're going to be playing resurgence casual, you know, and they are going to casual game modes, whether it's, you know, my friends or like people in my community, but they're going to casual game modes. And now, you know, my lobbies are sweatier, my queue times are longer. And, you know, at some point, at what point do I just play ranked? At what point do I just play ranked and I say my lobbies are the same in pubs and ranked and I'm just going to go get a reward for it? I did ask them if they would consider giving rewards for Battle Royale the same way there are ranked rewards. The same way there's like ranked rewards if you finish top 250 or whatever. So like maybe a certain number of wins each season in Battle Royale, maybe a certain number of kills each season in Battle Royale. You know, maybe if you queue in a certain number of times. Like I asked them, I was like, guys, can we do rewards for playing normal Battle Royale so that there's actually a reason for me to play? And they said there's no plans for it as of right now. They've never really thought of that before, but it's something that they can take back to the team. So there's no guarantees. There's nothing. But like I threw that out there and I said, there's no reason for me to play. What is the reason for me to... I mean, guys, besides me making content and like helping you guys improve, if I play BR casual, I'm just going to get called out for playing bots the whole time. And if I play normal duos, it's just going to be a sweat fest. So like, I don't know what the answer is. I really don't. I don't. I understand the frustration here. There's a lot to unpack with this playlist update, but let's see what happens. Let's open mind as always. I know some of you guys won't. I get it, but go in with an open mind. Play what you're having fun. You know, play what you're having fun with. And I think let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Ultimate Blaze, what's going on, baby? It's good to see you. How we doing today? How we doing? How are we doing? Let's talk Battle Pass. Let's talk... When's the Game Sense vid? What Game Sense vid? I mean, I have one in the works. Probably a few weeks. Maybe 2 weeks or so. I don't know, guys. I think I am going back to Rebirth. How are people going to have fun when Metaphor has to play casuals? I mean, Metaphor won't... I mean, I don't know. What's he going to play? Is he going to play... But you got to... Guys, you have to understand. And, like... I understand Metaphor's frustration. Because I'm in the same boat. Like, when it comes to Battle Royale... Like, what am I supposed to play? But at the end of the day, like... Guys, they don't care. They care about you guys way more than they care about whether I'm going to have fun playing solos or not. They care more about what normal people are doing. If this isn't proof that they care more about what normal people are doing than what I care, than what I want. Like, people just don't wrap their head around that. Like, yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, like, and I, you know, top 1% of the player base, like, I'd be curious where all the dollars come from. But, like, it's one of those where it's, they don't, and I'm aware, I have the awareness that they don't care about me. I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm a top 0.1% player. Wes, I don't agree with that, though. I don't agree with that. I don't. I think they're fine. I think they are... Can I ask you a crazy question here, guys? Let me ask you a crazy question. Okay? Now, this doesn't answer why they take out BR solos. But what if all of their data that says... What if all their data says players under a 1.25 KD are averaging 2 games to 2.5 games, or sorry, are averaging queuing 3 times into solos, and then after they are done solos because they're not playing well because they finish in the bottom 50% of the game, they all go play BR casual quads with randoms. If that's what their data says, do you now understand why they add a BR casual solos game mode? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is the data that a lot of us don't think about. Like, they have that data? On average, players under 1.25 KDs or they're getting off. On average, players under 1.25 KDs that play mainly solos, after 2 or 3 games, they finish in the bottom 50 to 60%. And after that, they either get off or they go play BR casual quads with their friends. So, in that case, we're just going to add BR casual solos. Stelios, that I don't have an answer to. I don't have an answer to why they can't have both. I don't have that answer. I don't. They don't have data analysts. I promise you they have everything. Guys, just to give you context, at one point in time, they sent creators something based on the spot that they dropped most from a map 2 years before. They have the data. They have the data. They sent creators something. A little piece. It was a little like outline of the POI. Like this little model. Based on where the player dropped the most while playing a map that was 2 years ago. Wouldn't it make more sense to turn down the SPMM? But I don't know if that solves the problem. Like... Okay. So these are percentages. Okay? So top 10%, right? 10 to 25%, 25 to 50, 50 to 100. Okay? Now, first things first. This is probably, well, 50 to 100 is like less than a 1 KD. Sorry, that's greater than. This is probably like less than a 1 KD. Okay. This is probably 1 to... Let's call it 1.5 KD. Okay. This is probably 1.5 to 2.5 KD. Okay. And this is obviously 2.5 KD plus. Okay. Don't quote me on that, but let's talk about loosening SPMM. So hypothetically speaking, let's say right now we're here, right? Let's say right now it's sort of like SPMM's like this, right? And you kind of have a mix, and then... Yeah, but Cody, if you're like a 1 KD, you're like right at the 50% mark, right? And then obviously you have these guys down here. But if you... Now, if you loosen... Keep in mind, this is important. This is 50% of the player base, and this is 50% of the player base, right? So if you loosen SPMM, wouldn't it mean that more of these players get in the same lobby as more of these players? You're loosening SPMM. Now, where SPMM probably needs to be loosened is here. And maybe even like halfway through here, right? That's probably where it needs to be loosened. But again, you are putting these players against these players, and then these players die more, and then these players get off. Not in a ping-based system. How so, Punt? How so? In a ping-based system, you would have a mix of everybody. You'd have a mix of everybody. Which means you're 50%. I would argue, and this is where in my video on BR Casual, wouldn't a ping-based system just lead to these guys getting slammed more often? Do the math. What math? I mean, what math? 150 players in solo. Right. So if you loosen SPMM, you're going to have more of these players running around with more of these players. Because you're loosening SPMM. That's the way I see loosening SPMM. Now, there's the other side of this, which is loosening SPMM. If we go all the way back here, you know, loosening SPMM could technically mean that if we loosen SPMM, that these players are more likely, you know, like say, it's not a hard cutoff, right? But let's, for hypothetical reasons, let's do a hard cutoff, right? Like, let's say you're saying, Hunt, you're looking at it this way, right? You're looking at it that instead of it being this, instead of this being grouped together, right? And again, there's like, it's not always this black and white, but you're saying it should be like this, these guys grouped together, and then these guys grouped together, right? So you're saying loosen SPMM so that these players right here, which is where a lot of people fall, are less likely to get into these players right here consistently. If 10% of the player base is above 2 KD, if 10% of the player base is above 2 KD, then it'll only be 10% of the lobby over time. I see what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. And Meta 4 nailed my thought process. Then the 25 to 50% is going to be more likely to get into easier lobbies versus the sweaty lobbies they're in now, which is hurting the 50 to 100%. I agree with that, Tater. This is where I'm so torn. Like, let me tinfoil hat this here for a second. Like, technically speaking, if we have this, right? If we have this, and proof is that BR casual works, and that it's better. If this is proof that BR casual works because it's better for player retention when players have easier games and easier lobbies, couldn't you make the argument that SPMM needs to be cranked even more to protect these people? And that it really needs to be tight? Yeah, but Pun, I don't think you understand how many people are playing this game. Like, I don't think you understand how many... I don't think you understand how many people are playing this game. $70,000 people. Let's assume that Steam is 5% of the player base. Large majority on console. Let's assume that it's 5% of the player base. That's 1.4 billion people. That's how many people are playing. That's how many people are potentially playing COD on average. Like, I don't think people really understand the math behind... I mean... What do you mean? What's 10% of a million? 10% of 1.4 million is 140,000. So 1.4 million, right? Times 0.10, it's 140,000. You have 140,000. So if arbitrary numbers here, you have 140,000 players over 2.5 KDs queuing on average. No. I'm not defending Kool-Aid, but I'm just saying, if there's one... Punt, the large majority of the player base is the US. You have 140,000 2.5 plus KD players queuing to fill 150 person lobbies. Now, yeah, we've got ranked and we got this, that, and the other. But if 70% of those are the US player base, that's 98,000 2.5 plus KD players queuing to fill 150 person lobbies. It's 150. That's where I'm torn about the whole SPMM thing, because I get the argument for loosening it, but it would have to be loosened for the middle 50%. That's what it would have to be. If that's what you mean by loosening SPMM, like, I get that. I get that. But then it just makes it worse for everybody else. It makes it worse for the sweats. Again, I know they don't care about the sweats. You know, and that same thing about, should I just go play ranked? Right? Or do I just go play casual? Also, I don't agree with the whole, like, the sweats are going to ruin casual. Guys, there's 120 bots in there, but, like, Moon, that is incredible reaction time right there. That's incredible. Like, that's still a lot. So, like, if you're saying loosen the SPMM for the middle 50%, hey, I think that is a solution to be had. But what's the cost? People underestimate how many people play this game. I think that's part of it. I think that could be an interesting one. Put in ranked solos. I would agree with that, Punt. But Wes. You just proved. The only way to do that would be to put them against more players in the middle. Okay, let me do this. I'm not going to put bot. I'm going to put bottom. So, Wes, here's the thing. Wes said there should be a protected bottom 30% or so, but top 10% should be playing against Biffle and friends every game. Okay. If this player base says that it is super... Okay. Wes, you're saying you shouldn't be... Top 10%, okay? Top 10% should not be playing against Biffle and friends every day, okay? So in order to do that, in order to make it so they don't play against Biffle and friends every day, then this player base here, who already says Warzone is sweaty, that means that this player base would have to face these players more often. And same goes for this player base. This player base would have to play this player base and this player base more often so that it's not as sweaty. But then what happens is it gets sweatier for these guys. The simple answer to this, guys, is the only way to make it so that it's not as sweaty for these people is to make it more sweaty for these people. That's essentially that's essentially what just happened. That's essentially it. Right? I mean, does anybody disagree with that? If your argument... Now, Wes, I do think this is where it does get interesting and where it changes is if they added rewards for Battle Royale. I'd be more likely to just look, I'll fight the sweats in Battle Royale if you're telling me I get a reward for it. Priceless, I think you're 100% right. Like, everybody has a point. This is the difficult dilemma that they're dealing with. It's not as cookie cutter and as simple as just do this. Right? Because if you're saying that it should be less sweaty for these guys, that means it has to be, well, here, switch colors. If you're saying it has to be less sweaty for these guys, that's saying it has to be more sweaty for these guys. If you're saying that it has to be less sweaty for these guys, that means it has to be more sweaty for these guys. Hey, Wes, I'm not disagreeing with you. But that's the tough part. That's the tough part. And I hate to say this, you can call me an idiot. You can call me an idiot. But how, chat, answer me this. I hate to say this. I hate to do it. How do you make it less sweaty for these guys? How do you make it less sweaty for the bottom percentage of players? No, guys, in all seriousness, I think, now, I mean, I think Wes, I think Punt, I think you guys have a point where if we were to really look at it, right? That if we were to really look at it and really break this down, this, I don't even have another color. Yeah, we do. We can go back to blue. This right here, all of this that we just talked about should be pubs. And then obviously you have SPMM here, which is cranked to the absolute max. And then you have casual game mode here. But just understand that what ends up happening with this is when the bottom 50% leave and go to casual, and some of the mid-tier players that are some of you guys, because I know you guys are playing casual, then what happens is now all of a sudden there's less players here. There's less players here. There's less players here, which means it's sweatier across the board. That's the problem. More players from the bottom percentage go to BR casual. Mid-tier players go to casual. There's less players across the board. And then we have the top 10%. And it's just sweaty. It's just tough. I don't think there's an easy solution. I really don't. I don't think it's as black and white and as cookie cutter as a lot of people think it is, because I can play out so many different scenarios like that. Again, I do think they should have just left solos, but Black Cell. This was out already, but I want to go over it and kind of look at it. Eric, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Sounds like this solution would be GTA 6. It might be. Which operator do I want? Some of these operators are actually... This is a sick operator. Chat, somebody pointed this out. Like, what is going on here? What the heck is going on here? What is going on? There's a solution. You just don't play. But punt, their player count's higher than it's been in a very long time. So, like, I mean... That is wild. This is a sick operator. That's a sick one. This is the one that I want. That is freaking incredible. Punt, they look, they added you to the game. That's how they're getting you back. No, Punt, that's fair. I think that's fair. Punt, they added you back in. Look at that, look at that beard. This is how they're getting Punt back in the game. Esteban with the 3. First ever super chat on the stream. Let's freaking go, baby. Esteban, I appreciate that right there. I appreciate it. 19 out of 30 on the day. We are 11 away from the member goal. Doing a little giveaway. What do we got here? Oh, it's all this stuff. Not enough gray. We can get you a little dye, Punt. We can dye your beard a little bit. Guys, I really do appreciate the conversation. I think it's important to have these to, like, you know, to understand, like, decisions in exclamation point patch. Patch notes for season 4 here. Boom. I just know I did have more fun with ping-based. Well, we had more fun with ping-based in multiplayer, which filled with 10 people. You know, and I think times were different. I don't know. You know, we've never had Warzone ping-based. So, guys, I'm gonna hop off today because I actually have a coaching session. Good conversation. I think I wasn't planning to go over patch notes and talk about everything that long, but I think it was fun. I think it was helpful for me. I think it was helpful for you. Just kind of think about everything. You know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Let's again, as I always say, guys, go in with an open mind. Let's try to look at the positive. You know, the game's in a good spot regardless of the playlist. Let's go in with an open mind. We'll see how it all plays out for the next 2 weeks, and then we can continue to figure out what we want to do next. So, I'll probably play a little bit of BR solos tomorrow and see how it all plays out. We did ask how many bots are going to be in Resurgence Casual. They did not say. They did not give us that insight. Again, Resurgence Casual will be mid-season. So, yeah, we'll be back on... We'll do some BR Casual tomorrow solos to see how it plays out. And then we'll probably play some Resurgence tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe some solos. Not 100%. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So, guys, I love you guys. Have a great, great rest of your day. And as I always say, let's get better today. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.